Stanley, how are you?
How you doing?
My name is Maria. I'll be your social worker. How are you today?
I'm okay.
I see that you're feeling a little tense.
Yeah. I'm a little bit tense.
Okay. Well, tell me why you think you're here today.
I don't know. I was sent here by my doctor.
Right.
Other than that, I don't know.
Would you like to start off with some, relaxing techniques? Yeah. Just take a deep breath. Just shake out your arms a bit. Are you good? Feeling good? Okay. Well, I just want to let you know that your clinician did suggest that you come here, but anything that you say to me today will just be between us. Unless, it's harmful to yourself, others, children, elders, or by any chance a judge tries to subpoena. But other than that, those are under the rules of HIPAA. But you probably have nothing to worry about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about how you feel most days.
I feel anxious, paranoid. I don't know, just bothered.
Anxious, paranoid, and bothered. Tell me where in your body you feel that.
I don't know, it's just in my mind.
Your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you mean in your mind?
I don't know, I just feel certain ways, and that's what makes me anxious, So whenever I feel them, I just get that feeling that, I just get that feeling of tenseness in my body, so that's why.
Okay. So you found the little technique we did kind of helpful?
It's okay.
It's okay? Alright. So, would you like to be introduced to any more techniques?
What you got?
We can discuss that a little bit more after I find out more about what you're feeling, if that's okay. Okay. So, tell me about your sleep. Are you sleeping well? Not so much?
Barely.
Barely.
I don't get enough sleep because I'm anxious and bothered.
And what kind of thoughts, because it's in your head, right? What kind of thoughts you think make you anxious that you notice?
I think that somebody's always trying to rob me, so I always have to get up and make sure my door is closed. And I'm always hearing sounds, so I'm always checking to see if somebody's there or just make sure my door is closed.
So you're constantly checking.
Yeah, I'm very close person. I don't like to touch things. I just have to make sure things are well kept. Nothing should be moving, not even a little bit.
Okay, so you check doors, and you don't like things to be moved around too much?
Yeah.
Okay. What about when you're at work? Is that difficult to handle with?
Yeah, because it's the same feeling. So I get bothered, especially in my cubicle with something that's moved. Like I'll leave something there for a day, and then I come back. I always feel like one of my coworkers have touched this, so I'm always accusing my coworkers of touching my cubicle, and I just don't like my things being touched. And when I feel like it's being touched, then I have to reorganize them. I have to take pictures to make sure that it's kept the way that I left it, and I have to recheck to make sure, and that would probably take a good 10-15 minutes in order for me to really fully check to make sure that everything was kept in and nobody was touching it. So, it has affected my work a little bit, but nothing too big.
Wow, that sounds like a lot. So you keep checking if things are moved, you don't like that. Does that seem right?
Yep.
What about your appetite?
It's okay. I guess. I guess my appetite I have to eat a specific food. I have an organized plan on what I eat, and if something's gone missing or if something is messed up with the order, then I won't eat. So other than that, that's it.
Okay, when you say things changed, how was it before?
With my food, I never used to think about my food, but now, like, now I just think about it all the time. So it has to be a specific way. Do you have a filer?
I'm sorry,
I don't like dirt in my nails. Like,
I'm
it's
sorry about
very bad.
So I'm gonna ask some strange questions, so if that's okay with you.
Sure.
So-
It's between us, right?
Of course, it's between us, except
Wow.
for, what I told you earlier,
Yeah.
if it's harmful to yourself or others.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel if you don't do these things? If you don't lock the door, if you don't fix your food, how does that make you feel? What do you think will happen?
Do you watch anime?
No.
So, imagine this. You know Dragon Ball Z?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan and then the world just blew up because of it. That's what happens if things are not kept the way I want them.
Your world would blow up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't feel safe.
Nope. Because I blew up the world.
So you would blow up the world.
Yeah.
So do you think you've had thoughts of, harming other people? Like when they touch your stuff?
Yes.
You do.
Yes, but it wouldn't be on. I wouldn't want to kill anybody, but I do want to, hurt people once they touch my stuff. And I give them warnings, and if I feel like they're doing it, then I want to hurt them.
Has it ever gone to that point where you have to hurt them?
Nope,
Okay, that's good.
because I don't got the balls to, even though I want to.
Okay. Do you ever feel like it's too much to worry about and you want to hurt yourself?
No, not necessarily. Sometimes
Sometimes.
I'll just bang my head on the table, try to figure out the answer or why I'm acting the way that I am.
And what happens after you bang your head? Do you feel like the feeling goes away? You feel better?
Yeah, I feel less tense.
Okay. So what about, again, another strange question. Do you ever hear things? I know you mentioned before you hear sounds. What kind of sounds do you hear?
Just my own thought. Just tell me to go check the door, make sure everything is good, make sure that everything is well kept, make sure nothing is being messed up, and it doesn't go away until everything is normal in my eyes.
Are the voices in your head or are they out of your head?
In my head.
In your head. Telling you what to do.
Yeah.
And what if you don't do the things that it tells you to do?
I don't know. I never disobeyed.
Okay. So, Stanley, thanks for answering all the questions, by the way. Would you think it would be helpful for you to have like a name of what you're going through? If I can give you like a kind of like a rough estimate of what you're telling me.
Sure.
It sounds like you're going through obsessive compulsion disorder.
What's that?
That's a good question. Basically, it kind of has like intrusive thoughts like you're having, telling you to do things. If you don't do it, you feel a certain way. And then compulsions is when you act on it, like you go and you actually check the doors or you actually fix the things and stuff like that. It's not something, crazy different about you, you know, a lot of people have OCD, some milder than others. Sounds like yours is pretty mild because you haven't hurt anybody or hurt yourself. But something that helped in the beginning was the breathing techniques. So there's a lot of different ways that you can relax your body when you feel like you have to do something, so you won't feel so bad about yourself when you don't do it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So if you're willing to learn more of those, I can teach you, you know, step by step, every meeting that we have, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Okay. So is it okay if I share this with your physician?
That's fine. That's whatever.
Okay. Thank you, Stanley.
No problem.
Have a good day.
You too.